folks, sorry I'm taking another minute. One sec. Hey folks, thank you for your patience. Ah, ooh. I mean, the background is pretty cool, no? Whoa, how long did I take? You were probably waiting here for like, okay, probably wait another minute after the scene ended. Um, I take pride in being able to arrive right on the countdown, like right when the clock hits zero and being able to switch. I'm pretty proud of that when that happens and I do it on time. But today doesn't seem like I've been able to follow through on this goal. Whoopsies. Hope you'll forgive me. But hey, you got a pretty good glimpse of my keyboard. That's pretty good. All right, let's do this. Here we go. And here, all right, flip it over. No, you didn't need to flip it over. And there we go. And that's me, folks. Hello. Whoopsies, you can tell I just showered. All right. Good morning, everyone. All right, let me just close this. Close this, close this, close this, close this. Got a text message at this time. At this ungodly hour, someone texted me. All right, this is for studying. One screen said overall chill. Ah, there we go. Honestly, I like this blue screen so much more. All right. Let's go. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey, what's up? Wow. Good morning to you, Mickey. 6 a.m. and you're awake. Damn. Was that you sending the WhatsApp? I know. I thought I heard a notification sound. Morning, Cutie. Thank you. Oof. It's too much compliments. Usually, what the fuck is this outfit? It looks so weird together. What am I gonna do? Oh no. Folks, let's do this. Virtual box. I'm gonna wear just a black t-shirt because this is looking weird. And you folks don't want someone like looks weird, right? That'd be weird. Mickey, what's up with you? What are you doing up so early? Do you have exams or something? Or a train to somewhere? What could you be up to? Today's Wednesday. Oh, yesterday was a day off. All right, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to something else. This is looking weird. Need to leave in 15 minutes to hospital. Why you start this early? I'm gonna gonna switch real quick to something else. Be right back. Oh wow, 6 a.m. and you're awake. Damn. Maybe you should start streaming some medical stuff. You know, I have a few medical students that showed up on the stream before. They just searched for doctor stuff and they found this stream. All right. 6:07. We a bit late, but we look 1,000% better, at least. All right, folks. Let's switch to the usual hacking computer. You see it properly. That's wonderful. I'm gonna close this one. So, folks, what are we doing today? Today we're doing some hacking. We're gonna do some hacking. We're gonna keep going on Natas. So, for those that don't know Natas, Natas is a platform to hack, and they have many different levels. And right now we're doing the web hacking. So Mickey, maybe I'm saying folks and everything, but maybe it's just the two of us. So Mickey, if you don't know, we're gonna do some hacking the web. So basically, there's gonna be web applications, just web pages, and we're gonna hack them. That's what we're doing today, for 2 hours. All right, so let's get going. I think the latest one we have is Natas 20. We're on level 20. So we're gonna pull out our notes. Cherry tree. All right, cherry tree. And we're gonna do, why am I opening this? I think it's just out of habit. All right, we're gonna go Natas 20. 20, let's go. All right, folks, this is the webpage we're gonna log in. We're gonna see you're logged in as regular user, log in as admin to retrieve credentials for Natas 21. So for those that were here yesterday, it's very similar. So change name. Okay, no, the thing is here, change name. So we can change the name. What does this mean? So here we have the code that's going to be executed whenever we put here. Okay, it's quite a long code. It's quite a long one. But it's a little bit similar to the previous one. So that's good news that we have some background information as to how it works. Login as admin to retrieve credentials for Natas 21. Login as admin. All right, let's try it. Admin. Change name. And I think on these levels, there's a function called debug. There's a function called debug where you can put debug here in the HTTP link in the URL, and then this gives you another menu. All right, so debug my read K4O. Well, that looks like a password to me, but okay, let's understand it further. K0 or 4RV8Q. Okay, debug file doesn't exist. You're logged in as user. Log in as an admin to retrieve credentials for Natas 21. All All right, let's look a bit at the what's going on behind the hood. You're logged in as regular user. Am I right? So right now we're looking a bit at what's going on behind the what's being run here. So we see that there's different things running. Okay. Password solution value. With a WFID, a password value. Password solution is this. That can't be the password, no? Or is it? The fuck? Let's try log into Nettest 21. Well, if we get it from that, I don't 21. Maybe it's something else. It seems really weird. Nettest 21. No, yeah, that doesn't work. Makes sense. All right, we have this, but it's not the password. Something else must be got it. Something else must be happening. But this is WeChat, so maybe I don't think it's it. I don't think it's the game for us. All right, storage. Oh, we have a PHP session ID just like last time. Interesting. All right, so let's understand this better. So function print credentials is what we're after here. We want these credentials to be printed. Print credentials if session and array exist admin. Okay. Session and session admin is equal to 1. Okay. So within our session, there has to be the node that we are admin. And with this, we can get the password printed out for us for the next level. So all we need to do is figure out how to become admin on this platform. We don't need this. Okay, function my open path name. Debug my open path name. I'm not sure I understand this. Debug my open path name. Okay, so maybe we'll get it later. We don't need this. Debug my close. Okay. Function my read SID. Okay, what could this do? Debug my read SID. What is my read? Has it been defined somewhere? No, I think it's just this. It says my read and then the session ID. Session ID SID. If string length SSID. So let's try to understand this if statement here. If string SPN, I'm not sure what this means. String SPN is not equal to string length SSID. You want invalid SSID, okay. So this basically will tell you that your SSID is either too short or too long. It should be equal to this many characters. What the fuck? Because string length, right? SSID, return invalid SSID. So here does it return invalid SSID? No, it doesn't. Okay. Interesting. File name is equal to session safe path. Hey, Brooke. Eek. Good morning. Well, good morning. Good evening to you. How was your day? Yeehaw. Chicagoan from speaking like a Texan. How did you sleep last time while on the stream? Good sleep? If a file exists, right now we're doing Natas again, Brooke. What happened after I slept was good, but long. Worked 5 to 9. No way. 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. I slept great, just not enough. Ah, shoot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, US, you don't get the 6 off. How are you? How was the day off? Very good. Mm, I streamed for a long time. I was very happy for that. I'm not sure if you were sleeping throughout all of it or if you turned off the phone or something, but I had a lot of fun yesterday streaming. Hey, XR. No, we made huge progress. We made huge progress yesterday. Um, we're on Natas 20 now. Yesterday we did a more than 5 hour stream. It was our longest yet, and yeah, we back at it. 20, yes, that's right. And after that, broke after the stream, I chilled mostly. We went out for a walk. It was sunny for the first time in a while, so it was really nice. We've come a long way since 11. That's right. Yeah. Oh well, that's a bum, lol. Yeah, yeah. Why is that a bum? Because you weren't there to see it, or that's a bump. Sorry, why am I saying a bum? The fuck, man. Learn how to read. Oh, that's a bump. Yeah, it is. It is. Yesterday we had the we streamed for 5 hours 20 minutes, and we also did a very nice level in Pico yesterday as well. It was really fun. Really fun. Honestly, I love hacking, guys. I like every day I wake up. It's a little bit hard because it's early, but I'm like, wow, this is fun stuff. So that's really cool. I need to get back to it, but I have my exam Thursday, so that's on my mind more at the moment. I need to get back to it. Okay, sure. Get you. So exam on Thursday. Okay, nice. How are you feeling, by the way, for it? Like on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being feeling very good. Data contains serialized version of session, but our encoding is better. Okay. Okay, okay. So it's another encoding. Make sure the SID is alumn only. Okay, because it's wait, why alumn? Join our Discord. Oh, nice. I'm at 7 out of 10. You're already on the. Do you have a Discord community? Yes. No. Thank you for sharing XR. Yes, and we're gonna make it grow. I haven't figured out so far how. I mean, I've figured out some ways. I'm gonna make some announcements on there. I think it's really cool if you want to know the streaming topics. And yeah, we're gonna increase more chats. We're gonna start streaming on Sunday too, folks. I'm gonna start streams on Sunday. They're gonna be studying focused streams where we come in and we study together. So we study for 45 minutes and then we chat about cyber for 15. Alum alphanumeric. Got it. Ah, okay. Alphanumeric. Awesome. Awesome. Because yesterday we were hacking supposedly a university. So it was a game, huh? Don't ban me, Twitch or YouTube. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna start streaming on Sundays. I mean, we're gonna do it. No, I don't think we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a co-studying stream, and we're gonna talk about cyber, just more generic topics. So if you have another certification, um, join. Are you want to go now? We do have some hacking to do as well, Broca. All right, let's go. But I'm down for a little conversation. If you mean join, I mean I join. Okay. Would be nice to do a little reunion. I think for this Sunday will be better. I think Sunday we have more time and everything. But the thing is, I don't know about the timing for you folks. It's kind of challenging because if I start streaming, even if it's at the usual time, it's gonna be quite late for you folks. I'm not sure. We'll see who comes on. I think we'll do it on the usual time at 6 a.m. And yeah, yeah, yeah. So that. Thanks for joining, Brooke. Awesome to have you. All right, Brooke. Just to give you just an overview on XR2 if you're gonna stay, but I understand that you you might have to go. We're hacking Natas, and it's a little bit confusing because it debugs a lot of things, and here it says change name. We need to log in as admin, and there's a session ID. There's different things that we need to work with right now. We of course are going to need to input something here, I suppose, and PHP session ID is usually the answer from what we've seen before. So I think we need to modify it. I'm here. I still need to shower. Just ate and watered myself. Oh, hydration. I didn't drink any water today either. But yeah, good that we, man, Brooke, you and I have this dynamic where we encourage each other to drink. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna drink some water. I'll be right back. Ah, wonderful. I was going to say it should be a hydration redeem, but he doesn't have the channel points. What are those? Redeem. Hydrate. What? We should have the bot say something for hydrate and something saying for return. Exclamation point return. I'm a full on adult and I still forget to drink water. I mean, usually I think in the US there's like this thing where they say that you need to drink water all the time, but really but it's okay, you just need to drink whenever you're thirsty, I think. You can set up redeem points. You can set up points, redeems that viewers can accumulate and redeem for various activities. Oh, that sounds fun. Like if you guess a question right, you get some points, and then if you get a certain number of points, you can request a certain activity. Then I have to hack something, or then I have to wear something, then I have to sing something. I don't know. We need to drink more water to flush out the toxin that the government allows in our food and drinks. I'm not sure drinking water will help too much, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, talking about this, the European Union just allowed way more toxins in our food. They disallowed certain things. We backpedaled on so many things environmentally. It's scary. Um, I've been so close to moving to Europe. Really? Ooh, where would you move to as a as a as a trader? Ooh, okay. Here it prints out the same thing. Saving in library PHP my session. Where would you have moved it to? London probably, no? They allowed bad stuff. No, they banned it, and now they're gonna allow it again. Europe needs to be more competitive. We have China on our asses, and probably for agriculture, Brazil, the U.S. So we need to be competitive. That's what they say, but it comes at a price. Anywhere predominantly English speaking, to be honest. What would have taken you to Europe, and why didn't you make it? All right, enough chatting about. I'm still interested, huh? But I'm going to get back to this as well. All right. Debug invalid SID file name my session. Okay, so debug return. Okay. Yes, another time. That's all good. Back to hacking. Yes. Back to the good stuff. Hacking. Um yeah, okay. Let's do this. So we're trying to understand the code here a bit, what it does. Last time I figured that it's okay not to understand it fully as long as you understand the behavior of the application. So If array key exists, name request. Okay. So this is name here. This box here is called name. So if we ever want to do some Python on it, then we should just do name. All right. So it's pretty good. It's just the fact I don't understand how it's been coded. QWERTY P. Wow, this is a full keyboard. All right. Invalid SSID if through PM. If I were to move, I would probably say weather-wise, I would go around northern Italy or Croatia, Hungary, because I don't like cold weather at all. How about Spain? And why northern Italy? Why not southern Italy? It's a lot of questions. Data is equal to this. Safe path, my session, saving. Okay. K-sort session. What is K-sort? For each session as key, value. What the fuck does that mean? Debug key value. Not Italy. I'm cursed by Italian men. Oh yeah? They break hearts, huh? Climate closest to where I currently live. Yeah? Are you like in Florida or something? I think you said that before. I mean, are you in Florida? Maybe more me. Oh yeah. Nice. North of Florida. I'm in Tennessee. Well, excuse me. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I didn't know Tennessee was in. Hold on. What the fuck? I'm gonna look at maps. One sec. Well, today we're getting off topic. My God. Maps.google.com. All right. Watch your eyes. Oh my God. We have to go a bit out. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm quiet now. No. It's all good. It's really fun to have you folks. All right, Tennessee. Jacksonville. Tallahassee. Tennessee? Is it there? Because Tennessee is this. Ah, okay. I thought you meant a city. You were in the north of Florida. I said, no, north of Florida. I'm in Tennessee. Okay. Tennessee, like Nashville. Yeah, okay. This I know. Greensboro, Asheville, Jamesboro, Conway. Ooh, nice. Do you like it there? Oh no, this is Arkansas. You're good. I'm broke. I'm derailing too. Lol. Yeah. We're both derailing. All three of us are having a dynamic. We're derailing each other. Beautiful mountains, but not much else going on here, lol. Yeah. Beautiful mountains. Yeah, it's kind of quiet. I mean, Nashville is pretty. It's pretty animated, I would say, or it's pretty active. As long as we hydrate. We should make the bot say something for hydrate. I'll work on that, folks. That's a funny one. It'll be done by next week. All right, make sure that the SID is only okay. So K-sort, what the fudge is a K-sort? Saving in. It says debug saving. Okay. It's a lot of things going on here. Folks, to be transparent with you, you weren't there when this happened. We were about only if we have return. We must have return. I'll see what I'll make the bot say about it. But folks, yesterday I was about to give up on Natas when I saw how difficult Natas 19 was. And then we got Natas 20 in like 45 minutes. So we got encouraged. So this is why we're still here. So if session and array exist, admin, session, and session admin is equal to 1. Okay. So if session admin is equal to 1, all right, I'll ask ChatGPT about this. I want to understand what this does. Is this like if the word admin is session, then it's 1, or what? It means true, right? 1 means true. If user admin is true. So if this exact string is admin, it doesn't mean if it contains. It must be exactly admin. Key sort, okay. Session, okay, session is equal to array. Okay, so we're declaring the type, okay. Here's the first time I think we're declaring session. Is equal to array, and function myRead. Okay, so we debug if string length is equal to this, return invalid SID, okay. File name session safe path. This, my session, file exists. File tab session file doesn't exist. Return empty. It's running a session ID or SID if you need SID plus admin for it to allow classes. I'm reading it right. Okay. I mean, makes sense. SID plus admin. Okay. Session is equal to array. For each explode n data as line. For each line break, for each explode. I'm not sure what explode means. It's pretty badass, explode. But I'm not sure what it means. N data as line, debug. Read line, parts, explode. Okay, again. All right, let's read what explode does. Explode PHP returns an array of strings. Returns an array of strings, each of which is a substring of a string formed by splitting into boundaries formed by the string separator. Awesome. Okay, makes sense. Explode for each line break within data, you make a new array. Got it. What is data? File get contents, file name. File get contents. What is file get contents? Is this a PHP thing? Yeah. File gets contents, reads entire file into a string. Huh. Do you have an example? An example? All right, there we go. There's examples right there. Noise. Homepage is equal to file get contents, http example.com, echo homepage. Get and output the source of the homepage of a website. And it's all stored in a string. Nice. PHP, create a stream, opt. All right. Okay. So it gets content from somewhere. So there's probably a string out there that's being retained. File gets content, file name. All right, watch your eyes. It's going to be a bit bright. Okay, unless we wait forever. You see here, saving in var lib PHP sessions, my session. So it actually stores something in somewhere. Session file doesn't exist. There's a lot of things everywhere. Oh my god. So File get constants, file name. File name. How's file name defined? How's file name defined? Control C, Control F, Control V. Chmod file name to 0600. File name session safe path. Okay, session safe path. I wonder how the session ID is even being written. Because, folks, we have one here. It says it here in our storage area, as in the cookies. Yeah, it's here. See, we have a cookie. We have a cookie that says PHP session ID, but we don't know what that comes from, what that means. It's a bit strange, no? File name session safe path / my session SID. Okay. If file exists, file name session file doesn't exist. If it doesn't exist, okay. That makes sense. File name session save path. Saving in file name key sort. I'm not sure. Key data is equal to key value, and I think we're reaching the end of what we can do here on PHP of our skills. We pushed it a bit. Function my destroy SID. Okay, my destroy SID. For garbage, my garbage. Key sort is going to sterilize the session ID. Okay, I think you're right. This is probably function my right. This answers the data contains a sterilized version of session, but encoding is better. Okay, and this is testing the string length. Maybe I just want to understand this real quick. strspn, what the fuck? PHP. Nice. strspn, what does it do? It finds the length of the initial segment of a string consisting entirely of characters contained within a given mask. Find the length of the initial segment of a string consisting entirely of characters contained within a given mask. 42 is the answer to the 128th question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Run code. Output of the above, PHP, it's empty. What the fuck? Excuse me. What the hell? It's checking the session ID only containing those characters. So it's reducing it down, right? To this. Let's make it run this. A is equal to this. Will this work? Not sure. And the str length, okay. A is equal to, how about we return or we print? The thing is, we don't usually write code in PHP, we just understand it. Well, we kind of do. Unexpected string here, expecting a thing. Oh yeah, especially SID here. Yeah, makes sense. All right, let's just put our session ID here and see what happens. Where was it? Here, no. Here, yes. Run code. Oh, it's parsing error again. And the string length SID. It's checking the session ID. It's containing only these characters. I see. Unexpected double quoting string. All right, we didn't do this one. Unexpected double quoted string. Expecting a parentheses. I don't get it. And why didn't this turn red either? They're both strings. Expecting and through line 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, what the fuck? It's confusing. Print str spn. Man, I don't know. I think we can make it without writing the code. We can just understand it. And from what I see, it's just checking that the string length is the right length. If it's not, it'll tell us. Okay. So file session, save path, my session, SID, saving in. Okay, it says here saving in. If we close it, it says saving here in. Okay, so what does this mean? Saving in, and then it says this case sort session. So what is the debug? Debug saving in. Okay, so it's not necessarily a bug. This is just showing us stuff. It's not because something has been triggered. It just does it every time. Case sort session. And I think XR, you mentioned something about case sort. Case sort is going to sterilize the session ID. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what case sort does. Like, what does it mean to sterilize, right? PHP. Whoops. Pop. K4 is a nice way. Ordena según un array, según las claves en orden ascendente. Ejemplo, por favor. Array D lemon, A orange, B banana, C apple. Ah, so it puts it in order, alphabetical order. Sterilize, serialize, not sterilize. You're right. Yeah, oh wow, serialize, of course. So that means we have to serialize our key length. The fuck? So it does a case sort. Okay. The session. For each session as key value. Debug key value. So we should have a debug here with a key and a value. Is it any of those? My read, is this a key and value? My read and value? There's my read and my write. What the fuck? And are they the same? 4RV 8Q OM 4ID 6958 VNV 35NV. Damn. There's a read and write. So what does that mean? There's a read and write. What does that mean? I'm thinking you need to be in debug mode to trigger the admin access. Maybe. It hasn't been the case on previous levels. Debug mode was really just to debug. I thought there was something like that, but not that I saw. One allows you to read the file, the other allows you to write a file. Okay. Okay. So maybe you can search for it in the code, see where it is. My read and my write. What does this mean? Control F, Control V. Okay, it says here we have session handler. There's 3 matches. Function my read, debug my read, SSID. Excuse me, session ID just. We need to be admin. Part 0, session part 0, part 1. What the fuck? What does this mean here? If part 0 is not equal to empty, session part 0, part 1, return session and code. Wow. What the hell is that? What the hell? My write session ID data. Okay, so this is where my write comes from. Okay, we haven't seen invalid SSIDs as SID, so that's pretty good. I wonder how session ID is encoded, because last time it was encoded with some algorithms and we reversed that. It wasn't too bad. Key sort session. For each session as key value. Debug key value. Data key value. I don't know. File put contents. File name data. chmod file name 0600. My destroy SID. We don't need this. My garbage. What the fuck? Okay. Session set save handler. My open, my close, my read, my write, my destroy, my garbage. Session starts. If array key exists, name request. Session name request. Folks, I gotta say that this one I'm pretty clueless on, huh? It's giving us a lot of information. I think we need to modify, as always, the session ID token to say admin. If session is equal to admin, then what if can we just put admin there? Let's see, inspect. Here, what if we just put admin here? Storage. I should just put admin here. I think it won't be the right key length. What is going to happen? Change name. Admin, and here we say admin. Well, it doesn't trigger anything. That's strange, no? Is it because we don't have... Oh, we didn't debug. We didn't put debug here. All right. My read is admin. My write is admin. Saving in var lib php sessions, my sesh admin. File session doesn't exist. Your login is regular user. Login as admin to retrieve credentials from NetAS 21. Damn. You are an admin. Credentials for the next level are BR. Password censored, pres. You're logged in as a regular user. Log in as an admin to retrieve credentials for NetAS 21. As a regular user, log into. That's what I meant by debug mode when you put in the URL lol. Yeah, we did this a few times. It just activates a debug. But it doesn't actually allow you to get in. At least in the previous levels, it didn't allow you to do that. Maybe this time will be different. Folks, I think it might be a bit too advanced for us at this point. Think I think we might want to come back on it. What do you say, XR? Are we giving up early, or does it make sense to back down off this for now? Hey, Crumman. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome. Pleasure to have you on board. Um, Look, Crumman, maybe you can give us your opinion as well here. What do you think? Should we keep pushing it through? Like, do you think we're close? Do you think it's worth pushing? Or should we just move on to something else and then come back whenever we feel like we can crush this again? I'll be honest, I'm in new territory and over my head with a lot of this material. Yeah, same. If session and array exist, admin, session, admin one, your admin, the credentials for next level are my session. Okay, file name, session, safe path. Okay, this we understand. We've seen it before. If file exists, file name. I only finished Bandit for the first time this past year and took me a few years to get that far. Wow. Nice. I mean, you made a lot of progress, huh, then? If file exists, file name, debug, session file doesn't exist, return. Debug reading from file name. I think I should, one day we should revisit the first streams. Like, just to see a bit what it was like doing Bandits 5 or something. Function, my right, SSID. Okay, my right, could it be data? String length, debug, invalid name, data, debug, saving in. K-sort, but K-sort is kind of interesting. Does it feel sorted here? Let's look at our session ID. Okay, we had something else before. That was not... I suggest, folks, how about we do this? We take it into private tab. And this way we can reset a bit. Natas20. Username Natas20. And the password is this one. Let's go into a private tab. We're not going to do anything suspicious. I promise. And you see we have a new one. Is it in any order? No, right? And the reason why I'm saying is it in any order is because here we have a K-sort, or K-sort, exactly. Nothing to do with Korea. Oh. Hey, Odams. Hey guys, PHP Web Challenge. What's the description for it? Well, first of all, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you for the first time. We are doing Natas, and you're right, it is a PHP challenge, and we could be in need of your help. So please feel free to guide us with questions, with little remarks, but don't tell us the answer outright. So we're doing Natas 20. We have a web application that, to be honest, is a little bit confusing. We opened it here in private tab. And yeah, here you can type your name and it gives us debug information with our session ID, which is the same that we have in our cookies. And I think, and because of the things that I've done before from over the wire from the previous levels, that the trick is to modify the session ID to say admin. So let me show you here the admin piece. There's a check at the beginning that says function print credentials, which is what we want triggered, it says session admin is equal to 1. So we need to have session somewhere. When is print credentials being triggered actually? When is it triggered? Because here it's declared, but when is it triggered? It's triggered towards the end, print credentials. And session ID before then, what does it go through? The term session ID. No, excuse me, the term session. What does it go through? Whoops. Session, exactly. Session goes here, it goes here. Session is declared as an array. And then, if parts 0, what the fuck does part 0 mean? I saw a comment about serialization. Maybe it's an insecure deserialization hack. Yeah, maybe it is. Thing is, we haven't done one of those. Probably. I mean, maybe it has something to do with it. I think it makes sense. But the thing is, I haven't heard of this yet. So if parts 0, ports wigger, web security, deserialization, full explanation. Oh, awesome. Thank you for that. Let's see it. I can't click on links from the chat. I haven't, the thing is, this is a VM, so the thing is on my host, so I don't have that availability. But I'll type it. Port swinger deserialization. Google Burp Suite deserialize. Yeah, isn't this the Burp Suite logo? Port swinger. In this section, we'll cover what insecure deserialization and describe how it can potentially expose website to high severity attacks. We'll highlight typical scenarios, demonstrate widely applicable techniques using concrete examples of PHP, Ruby, and Java deserialization. We also look at some ways that you can avoid insecure deserialization vulnerability in your own websites. Postwinger makes Burp Suite load. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. I was like, I know this. The best web path you could get from them. As PT. PT is product. Pentester, okay. Pretty basic vocabulary. Pentester, of course. All right. The best web path you could get from them. All right, deserialization wake up. Okay, okay. So serialize object, order 3 S3 product, S9 bad stuff. So serialize object. Throw it in the website. The website goes into deserializing, which goes into wake up, which gets product, delete order, set order ID, get address, add to cart, delete system exec, pop open, shell exec. What the fuck? Is this actually what it looks like? Okay, it's not what we're after. Okay, what is deserialization? Deserialization is a process of converting complex data structures, such as objects and their fields, into a flatter format that can be sent and received as a sequential stream of bytes. Serializing data makes it much simpler. Write complex data to inter-process memory, a file, a database. Send complex data, for example, over a network between different components of an application in an API call. Crucially, when serializing an object, its state is also persisted. In other words, the object's attributes are preserved along with their assigned values. Okay, serialization versus deserialization. Deserialization is the process of restoring this byte stream to a fully functional replica of the original object at the exact state as when it was serialized. The website logic can then interact with this deserialization object just like it would with any other object. So is it kind of like is it like it's a form of not encryption, but how do you say when you reduce the size of something? No. Man, I keep on struggling with Streamboot. I put a thing to block them. Why is it not applying? I thought I had them because yesterday after a 5-hour stream it didn't give me anything. Ban. Okay. FYI, I didn't solve the challenge or anything, just saw the serialization comment and said other over the wire, based mostly on session editing, so I suggested. Yeah, perfect. It's all good. Anyway, we're learning something new, so we're very happy. So maybe rabbit hole, but worth checking. But the thing is it like is serialization kind of a something to reduce the space that something takes? What is it called? A compression algorithm? Or not really? The functioning replica of the object in the exact state it was serialized. The website logic can interact with the serialization object just like it would with any other object. Serialization stream of bytes goes into the DB stream of bytes memory file. I'm not sure what this means. Many programming languages offer native support for serialization. Exactly how objects are serialized depend on the language. Some languages serialize objects into binary formats, whereas others use different string formats with varying degrees of human readability. Note that all the original object's attributes are stored in the serialized data stream, including any private fields. To prevent a field from being serialized, it must be explicitly marked as transient in the class declaration. Alright. Insecure deserialization is when a user controllable data is deserialized by a website. This potentially enables an attacker to manipulate serialized objects in order to pass harmful data into the application code. It's even possible to replace a serialized object with an object of an entirely different class. Alarmingly, objects of any class is available to the website will be deserialized and instantiatized. The fuck does that mean? Regardless of which class was expected. For this reason, insecure deserialization is sometimes known as an object injection vulnerability. Okay. I don't particularly get it. I think we went a little too far maybe. Deserialization. I think it's a little bit too advanced at the moment. Now that we're understanding what it is, I think it's a bit more around just look K-sort. It's just about sorting things according to alphabetical order. So I think this is what we're after here. K-sort session. So let's go back to understanding how session ID works. So okay, session array 1 for each explode in data. Where's data? Debug read line. Part explode line 2. Part is equal to 0. The fuck is line 2? We need to understand a few things, huh? Read line. Do we see a line here? Read line. It says debug read line. We don't have a read line here. I want to understand beta. What is data? What is data? Is that the thing we're inputting? Data contains a serialized version of session. So data. Okay, so the process data. Data is, it says my right SID data. So I think we have my right here. You see we have my right here, but the data is empty. Actually, we have a space here. Bedtime until tomorrow morning. Thank you, good sir. Thank you for hopping by, and good night to you. Is it tomorrow? Until tomorrow morning? The challenge is on Thursday. Right, and tonight is Tuesday for you. So there's one more day. Okay. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, I understand. Hopefully you're studying. If not, it's all good. Take care, XR. To be honest, it's a little bit of a headache, especially for the first time, but I would suggest first checking low-hanging fruits, dangerous functions, credential layering around, etc. Target them. If none of them, analyze the full code. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So this is the NetAS 20, and for the past, from 17 to 20, it's been this more or less the same with different degrees of variation. And most of the time, it's been about moving session ID. So this is why I'm focusing on this. And session ID depends on data, but it's a good guess, huh? Honestly, if I came from nowhere, this is what I would do. But here, the fact that we have already done some levels helps us very much understand how it works, how we should go about it. So data is being declared here. Data is then set to empty. Oh man. So is data set to empty as well here? Yes. Okay, I'll turn off the camera, no? Okay. Ooh, one sec. Right, it's off. Dès que c'est souillé, j'essaie. Okay. All right, so data here, the thing is it's put in just empty here. But before that, in my read, okay, so let's see if there's my read and my write, if there's any difference. If there's any difference in the data. Man, what the fuck? Jeez. There we go. Tiny, maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. Nice. All right, so Odams is telling us exec system shell exec pop open, poc open. All of these are interesting to look at. Wow. Unserialized. Damn. Yeah, I bet. Oh my god. Just give us a grocery list of things that could be happening. The thing is, we don't see any of them here. I think we're getting a soft introduction to what it is. Look, quick control F to check it. I haven't seen any of those. Exec system. Look, the only time we see it is K part. It's K, what is it? K, where is it? Where was it? It's K sort, there it is. That's all we get. That's the only thing that looks like it. Man, this is too advanced for us. We're still beginners at this, and we're doing beginner levels. Files get contents. If str SDP, okay, str length, valid session ID. Okay. I wanted to check whether there was any difference here between write and read. So my read, you see here, there's a space here, my write. And here, is there anything? See here, there's nothing here. And I'm just checking this because I know that the things are getting appended. You see? Data is being put after the session, after the session. Function my reading from file get contents. Session array. So it gets something from okay, maybe not. Data is basically what is getting from the content, from the file name. So data starts with that. For each explode in data as line, Debug read line. So it's going to read the line of data. It's reading the line of data here. Is this it? No. Debug, it's only by debug. Read line. See, we don't have that here. Explode data's line if parts is equal to this. Can you write the file? No, you cannot write the files. You can, the only thing you can do is modify like your cookies, your browsers and stuff like this. And then here type in your name. That's the only thing we can do. And it's not an injection thing because they don't take user input in this. Oh, maybe the local file inclusion cause he reading the file name with session. So maybe escape directory by adding this and so on. No, it's not that. It's not that. Directory escape. Yeah, we've done this before, but that's not it. Wait, actually, you think because of this, my session? No, I mean, if they say we need to log in, we need to log in. This is how over the wire works. Have you done Bandit? Odams? Debug saving in, key sort session. For each session is key value. Okay. So writing and reading are actually quite different, huh? Data explode data line, debug read line. So we're not really reading any lines here. Ah, hold on. Reading line. Explode this. Line 2, 2. My God, what the fuck? Folks, I think this is too advanced for us. We've tried pretty hard on this. I think we can come back and get our revenge later, but for now, I don't see it too much. Hey, Cave VYX. Kivix. Nice name. Welcome. Thank you for being here and following. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised, but today's a struggle stream. And we have 2 followers. That's amazing. So thank you for joining us. Cool. So folks, we have this, but I don't think it's I think we should move on. Honestly, it's a little too hard for us at the moment. Yeah, we're gonna no problem. You understand? Oh yeah, thank you. Because you wear the same color as Odams. Nice. Folks, we're gonna do Pico. Pico is usually pretty nice because it's a little bit faster. We control a bit more time, and we're gonna do some web hacking. Let's take our revenge. And tomorrow we'll put Natas on the side, and we'll figure out what we want to do for tomorrow. Because we for those that don't know, we stream every morning. Well, my morning, from 6 to 8 at least, and it means that we have what does it mean? It means that we'll start something new. We've been doing Natas for some time. Now it's time to move to something else. So I'll figure out what we do. But just to do today, we're going to do some Pico CTF. Pico CTF is a really nice platform for just like little games that are quite quick. And we're going to do a big Pocachinko. We're going to do a bit of web exploitation. Hope you're down for that. So let's see it. ABC's bank website has a loan calculator to help its clients calculate the amounts they pay if they take a loan from the bank. Unfortunately, they are using an eval function to calculate the loan. Bypassing this will give the remote code execution RCE. Can you exploit the bank's calculator and read the flag? Additional details will be available after launching the instance. After your challenge instance. After launching your challenge instance. All right, and we get 3 hints. Holy moly. Welcome to ABC Bank. Enter formula. Wow, it seems very, very, very open. All right, let's read 1, 2, 3. I don't know what this does. Result 1, 2, 3. Example, private time 1000. Okay, 100 times 100. 10,000. All right, this is a calculator. Wow. And we know that it's an eval function. What is an eval function? Vulnerability. Eval function, vulnerability. Help me understand why the eval function is dangerous. Perfect. Got our file on Reddit. Hi, beginner to web development here, working through the Odin project. I'm about to tackle a calculator project and was given the explicit instruction not to use the eval function due to it being dangerous. It has piqued my curiosity, and so I found that it can be a security vulnerability since it allows an external user to inject code into the DOM. DOM is domain. What is DOM, folks? Domain operating model. Discount on materials. Denmark obliges Madagascar. Probably that last one makes more sense. All right, you don't want to tell me? It's a secret. Maybe Google will. DOM in IT. Document Object Model es una interfaz que representa una página web HTML con un árbol de objetos. So it's a viewing thing. Document Object Model, an interface that represents a web page as a tree of objects belonging to languages like JavaScript that can manipulate stuff. Ooh. Without reloading. All right. What I don't understand is how is this any different than just using a console to do the same thing? Also, if each person could access a web page, is served a copy of that page, how could e.g. client inject code that could also affect client 2 trying to access the web page at a later time? You're making a calculator and you allow people to share the results by adding the equation to the URL. For instance, calculator.net calculate equation 1 plus 2. Then your JavaScript, you get the value of the equation parameter and use eval to calculate the results. Users who visit your site expect whatever the value of the equation to be evaluated. And if it's an invalid equation, it is not to be evaluated. However, if you want it to be malicious, I could craft the URL into this. Equation equals alert 1. When a user visits the link, you can call eval on the value of the equation parameter, which is alert 1, which executes that JavaScript. You can see how a compiler could execute some bad JavaScript this way. So we can do some bad JavaScript. What I don't understand is how this is different from any of using the console thing. All right, this is not a super helpful. I'm used to better explanations from Reddit. Use of evals can be datadoghq.com. All right, description. Do not use eval in function PHP. The eval function evaluates as a string as PHP code. Oh, wow. Evaluates a string as PHP code. That can lead to serious security risk. Uh-huh. So you can just put PHP code in there. Is that it? Can you just type PHP then? All right. So PHP, we are going to start this. PHP. That's how you do. That's how you write PHP, no? How do I indicate the PHP to execute code? ChatGPT. How do I request PHP to run a bash code? High risk if done incorrectly. Pass through. Best for binary output. Or we could do system. All right, so example, simple command, output equals shell exec ls la. Nice, let's try this. Let's try this into our calculator. And then we finish PHP. Control A, Control C, in case we re-need it. Forbidden keyword exec. Shell exec. All right, let's see if we can get other things in there. Another function. Mulgars, hey, are we requesting a loan? Absolutely. How much do you need? I need 15. 15 potatoes. You think you could give me those? 15 bucks, that's right. We're requesting loans for 15 bucks. We want to pay back over. I will give you those. Oh, that's generous of you, Mulgars. We're trying to hack our way into 15 bucks. Let's go for a beer. Yes, that's probably what it costs. That's probably what one beer costs in some places. But you know, in Spain, you could go for a lot of beers for 15 euros. Like 5, maybe? 5 large beers. All right, output. Shell exec. Okay, so we're hacking our way into the bank, Mulgars. Okay, it doesn't like the term exec. Can we do pass through instead? LS. Oh, it doesn't like the word LS. Damn it. Oh man, we lost our thing. Back. Okay, there we go. It doesn't like LSLA. Oh man, it doesn't like LS. What can we do instead of LS? Cat all. Cat is not allowed either. Cat is not allowed. How do we make sure that ban words? But in Spain, with 15, you can get drunk as fuck. Yeah, like 5 beers, get pretty damn wasted. Here in 15 bucks, 1 beer, maybe 1.5 if you go to cheap place. Damn, man. Mulgars, you live in the US, that we know. Where do you like? New York would be that expensive, but Chicago, you can probably get a bit more than just 1 beer, no? For, I don't know. I'm saying Chicago is the last place I've been to in the US. I don't remember paying my beers 10 bucks. No? All right, welcome to ABC. Okay, so it doesn't like cat, pass through cat. What can we do then if it doesn't like cat? Cat, okay, Pico CTF. How long do we have on our instance? Still 5 minutes. Pass through cat. So we're making sure it works as, okay. Maybe we can just forgive that and just see if it will run the PHP normally. Output is equal to hello and echo output. Let's see. Invalid syntax, comma, line 1. The fuck do you mean? Line 1. Okay, well, are we not declaring the function properly? Are we not declaring the function properly? Scripting PHP notes. This question mark PHP. Invalid syntax, comma, line 1. So it doesn't like our PHP thingy. Well, I thought you could just enter PHP in there. Do not use eval function in PHP. Eval function evaluates a string as PHP code, which can lead to serious security risk if the string contains. Maybe we need to put it all into a string format, which I think would just work by putting quotation marks. What do you think, folks? Is this going to work? Okay, EOL while scanning literal string. Maybe you don't need to declare that it's PHP. Maybe. Who knows? Execute. Invalid syntax, line 1. Ay, folks. It's a tough day for hacking, huh? The eval function evaluates a string as PHP code, which can lead to serious security risk if the string contains user input or data from an untrusted source. This is because it opens the door to code injection attacks work. Okay. Code, echo test, eval code. Echo test, eval code. Huh? Non-compliant code examples. So this is probably what we have right now. Eval code. Code is equal to echo test. Eval code. What will eval code do then? It will echo test. If eval does this, then we can just type any PHP code. It's all good. We don't even need the... It just types in PHP by default, so I don't think we need to have quotation marks. Execute. Invalid syntax, line 1. We didn't like the dollar sign, maybe? No, where's my code? Oh, man. All right, let's copy this. I just came to say hello. Okay, this we put in here, this V, execute. And what is the error here? Exec, you don't like it. All right, and pass through is not possible either. So ls it doesn't like either. Pass through. And here we want, maybe don't do this. How about GURP? We control C. All right, syntax, you don't like it. GURP all is doesn't work. GURP flag.txt. Forbidden keyword, the quotation marks are not allowed. I didn't have any. Oh man, pass through. Damn it. Is there a function that we can use that does not use quotation marks? Let's see. And do we have enough time? Short answer is no. Then we're fucked. Short answer is no. PHP functions execute shell command without using a string and therefore quotation marks. But there are ways to avoid manually writing quoted shell strings to reduce injection risk. Here are the realities or best alternatives. Exec string command this proc open string command. Impossible. Best alternative proc open. No shell, no quoting. I mean, there are quotes here, huh? Don't mess with me. Output pass through GURP flag.txt echo output. Detected forbidden keyword. Oh, is it the dot that you don't like? How about this? Instead of going through output, what if we go through echo just this directly? Echo pass through. No, you don't even need this. Control Alt, Control C, execute. Forbidden keyword. Huh. Yeah, I think it's really these. We can't just do it without the. It's weird how reactive it is. I'm trying to get rid of these because it's saying that there's something that it doesn't like. Oh, it's the dot.txt. Okay, so we can keep these. And just remove the dot. Okay, so it's the dog and flag.txt. The dot and flag.txt. Result invalid syntax, line 1. Yeah, you don't like it too much. GURP. So what are other ways to explore a Linux computer than LS? You get it because it filters out LS. LS is just the surface. You can do tree. All right, let's do tree. That's true. Forgot about tree. Pass through tree. This shouldn't be blocked, no? Tree. Execute. No. Invalid syntax. The fuck is wrong with our thing? That's it? Pass through. Is this bad PHP code? Yes, this is bad PHP code in most contexts. Pass through tree. You need a question mark. We shouldn't do echo. And I think we need a semicolon at the end. Pass through tree. Semicolon. Control Alt, Control C. Pass through tree. Will this work better? I don't think so. Still don't like it. Unexpected EOF after parsing. I did this. And got an answer saying this. The error is not coming from pass-through itself, it's coming from where the code is being executed. Let's decode it. Unexpected EUF while parsing. This PHP parsing error means never got to execute pass-through. You run somewhere like this, a REPL inline. I ran this through eval. That explains it perfectly, and yes, this is exactly why you get that error. Eval passed through tree. At first glance, this looks like, but eval is extremely fragile. In many environments, wrap or modify the string before evaluation. Very commonly, the surrounding code does something like this. So your inputs become pass-through tree. Missing the closing. PHP reaches end of file. This is one of the most dangerous constructs in PHP. Double execution layers. PHP parses your string, shell parses the command, output goes straight to std out. If your goal is to execute a system command, do not use eval at all. Eval code dot. If your goal is to evaluate dynamic PHP safely, you should probably not. You should not, but if you must, eval code this. Ensures no wrapping parentheses. It's like saying, hey, you shouldn't do drugs, but if you're gonna do it, use this clean needle. It's kind of what it feels like here. Don't use eval, but correct safest place to do it. No injection. How do we tell ChatGPT that we want to do an injection without making it freak out? Stop using eval. Execute commands directly. Or design a safe dispatcher. If you won't tell me why you're using eval. Unexpected EUF while parsing. I need to show my boss that this is injectable. To make them change their mind. I'm not gonna ask directly for help, but you're on solid ground. So legitimate defense administration, you can so safely do it here. The vulnerability, what your boss is approving. Untrusted source being executed. Minimal safe injection demo non-destructive. Pass through tree, echo, injected. Echo injected. All right, what the fuck? Let's try this. It's weird, no? We still haven't been able to execute proper PHP code in there. Like anything. Will this provide additional PHP statement? Maybe we should use our brain instead of ChatGPT. Ay. Using our brain. It's the worst. Can you explain bypassing the remote code execution? So help me understand. You're making a clear calculator and you allow people to share their results by adding the equation to the URL. For instance, can we see it here? Earlier when we ran it. It didn't add anything really here. So I don't know. I don't know. You're making a calculator and you allow people to share their results by adding the equation to the URL, for instance, but this is not the case here. Here we're working with PHP. All right, let's close ChatGPT. I think it's derailing us a bit. Pentester guide. A pentester's guide to code injection. Perfect. Code injection. Define code injection as a general term for attack type that consists of injecting code that is then interpreted and executed by the application. Okay. How does it work? In the scenario, the PHP include function. What is the... Let's go directly to the part that concerns us, which is eval. PHP eval. In this example, the vulnerable PHP eval function is in use, which provides a quick and convenient way of executing strings values as PHP code, especially in the initial phases of development for debugging, which will cause the code execution. The source code looks like the following: echo $request parameter dot. Should we try to just put this in and see what happens? A parameter. This parameter is being passed to the URL as the following. Parameter is equal to value. An attacker who is aware of eval functions in use can be revealed via error messages and can send the following payload to exploit the vulnerability. PHP info. Yeah, it seems to go a lot through the URL, but I don't see it. The thing is, maybe you don't need to use the URL because we have this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. An attacker who is aware of a eval function, if successfully, PHP info will be executed out after echoing. What is the impact of code injection? Okay. PHP system. All right, we can maybe do this. System, who am I? That sounds pretty easy, no? System. Your system is not defined. What the fuck? Oh. I'm gonna look at some hints here. We don't usually take that long for PPCO exercises. Bypass rejects. The fuck is that? Bypass rejects. Attacker rejects security cheat sheet. Attacker can. Okay. Research was done to find weak places in regular expression of web application firewalls. Repository contains SAST, which can help you find vulnerabilities in custom regular expressions in own projects. Contribution is highly welcomed. This repo is first represented during Black Hat USA 2016 doc. Cool. How many stars? Ooh, 733. That's a lot of stars. Bypass example, HTTP. Wow. Ooh, this is a custom-made SAST. That's pretty cool. Or the manual SAST. Bypassing regular expression checks in line feed. What is rejects? What are bypass rejects? Let's search this way. Bypass reject refers to techniques attackers use to circumvent security filters like web application firewalls or validation input that rely on regular expressions by exploiting weaknesses in how rejects is written, using special characters like Unicode breaks, or leveraging how rejects engines handle patterns like greedy matching options, matching, or anchors, allowing a malicious input through. Essentially, it's finding clever inputs that matches a loose incomplete. Okay. Yeah, kind of no shit. All right, let's look at 2. The flag is flag.txt. Oh man. Jim the Dandy, hello. Poop pants, nope. Still not to date. Better luck next time. System, GURP. Flag.txt. We already did this though. All Control C. I have no clue how to do this. Forbidden keyword. They didn't like the txt. You might need encoding or dynamic construction to bypass restrictions. But the thing is, I don't really know how this would work inside. Honestly, I don't know if I'm using my brain enough for this or not. Using characters, encoding. Hey, good to see you again, Jim. A reject designed to match PNG might be bypassed. Or the Stark relay consumes. Okay, what the fuck? So it's running this inside of a. This is running PHP inside, right? It's just running PHP, and we might need to transform things into. Okay, so if we want a cat, maybe we can transform it. Okay, this was the third tip, no? You might need encoding or dynamic construction to bypass. Can we be like base 64 encode it? Let's go to chef. We want to do the system grp flag.txt. And what about if we base 64 it to base 64? Will this work? No, base 64? Probably not. No? I have no clue. We can try to run it. I don't think it's going to work, though. I don't think base 64 is the way. URL encode, maybe? To hex? Will this work? I feel like I'm super lazy today. What the fuck? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like going for stuff, really. 08? No, it's not going to work. We're having trouble finding that site. No? Then what did we do? I don't think it very much liked the fact that we wanted to insert this. Just try to execute something. Are you still here? I think it's actually offline. To restart instance. Website is running here. Oh man. Unable to connect. Why? Why are you unable to connect? It says 11 minutes. Restart instance. God damn. I need an easy day today. I think we've been humbled a bit. Felt pretty good, but now, oof. Densey had complimented us yesterday, and now we're lost. I don't think hex is the right thing. Hex dump, decode, URL entropy, fork magic, data format, encryption. What did you say here? You might need encoding. ENS code. What do you have an encode? URL encode? Can do this one out. It still doesn't like the dot. There's no dot. Oh, it still detected the dot. Right. Or is there a dot at the end here? No, there's no dot. Wow, so it interpreted it as a dot. Oh, man. Not easy. The fuck do we do? Do we cheat? Or do we come back another time? Feels like we already did this morning. We burned our card to come back another time. What do we do? Has a loan calculator tablets client is about to pay. Unfortunately, they are using an eval function to calculate the loan. Bypassing this will give you remote execution. Can exploit the bank's calculator and read the flag. Folks, I think we might come back to this tomorrow. It's challenging. And I don't know if we don't have the time to do it in 7 minutes. And I don't want to just look at a write-up. I think this is going to be what we do tomorrow. We're going to do a little bit of Pico CTF. We usually do the easy ones, and now we're on the medium ones, so it's a little bit more challenging. I mean, also, like, it shouldn't be that bad, but I think maybe sleeping on it will help. Or maybe it's what we're going to tell ourselves. So, folks, Jim, thank you for your constant presence. You were here yesterday as well. Mulgars, thank you. Odams, thank you very much for your first time. We've had Kivix join us as well for the first time, so welcome to you. XR, of course, always. And yeah, Brooke was here as well this morning. So folks, thanks a ton for being here. We'll catch you tomorrow in 1 hour and 54 minutes. No, in 22 hours and 6 minutes. That's the time we usually start at 6 a.m. We might be able to stream longer tomorrow. No, we might not. We won't be able to stream longer. We'll stream only for 2 hours. And Friday, we'll probably stream for a little bit longer. Friday, so your Thursday evening in 2 days. And Sunday, we're streaming. Sunday, we're streaming, folks. We're going to do some studying together and chatting about cyber. We're going to do this for the first time on a Sunday. And yeah, hopefully it's fun for you. Yeah, that's it, folks. Thanks a ton for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let me just check if there's anyone online. InfoSec streams. Nope, we're the only one. They're not even showing Cyber Doctor. The fuck? Excuse me, I'm online. Hello? You're Cyber Doctor, and it's not showing online. Ay, ay, ay. It's broken. It's okay. All right. Ciao, folks. Thanks a ton. See you tomorrow.